Today I'm going to show you how to get this Virgo Millennium Space Princess inspired look. Basically, I just wanted to do a look before Virgo season was over, and one day I was just playing around with some of my palettes and created this look. I was trying to recollect what exactly I did to achieve it, because sometimes when I'm just in the zone, I just slap things on, not really knowing how anything's gonna turn out. But I really love this look. It's very sparkly and glittery and opalescent. I have mylar flakes glued to my face, and trying to draw my Virgo symbol on my face was really difficult for me. And I was like, you know what, wouldn't it be great if there was like a stamp or something? And then I was thinking about like those milk makeup stamps, and lo and behold, they have an astrological set. Well, not a set, but they have a collection, and they're only like 12 bucks. So I might just end up buying one of those, because this was very hard, although those stamps aren't as large as what I drew on my face. Anyways, there's really not much to say about this look. I just wanted to create something that kind of made me feel like how I was in middle school, where like Britney was the queen of pop music, and I used to just listen to like Hilary Duff and like Destiny's Child and Gwen Stefani all day. And this would be the kind of look that like 11-year-old me would have desperately wanted to have created at some point. But yeah, enough of me talking. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to get this questionable makeup look. Anyways, tutorial. I am gonna take a very luminous face primer and I'm gonna apply that all over my face, just so that I get a really nice glowy finish with this look. Next, I'm going to take a concealer that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin color, and with a flat eye definer brush, I'm going to start carving out the bottom half of my eyebrow. This is going to create a really clean looking Instagram brow. With that same brush and concealer palette, I'm going to take a shade that's about the same color as my skin, and I'm going to start carving the top half. Be sure to be very attentive and make sure that you blend everything out really well. Next, I'm going to mix a foundation. This is a medium coverage foundation. Try to use something that's a little bit glowy if you have it. If not, don't worry about it. I'm going to take a flat buffing brush and I'm going to work this all over my face. I like using a buffing brush because I feel like it gives you more coverage. And it does get a little bit streaky sometimes, but that's okay, because when you're done doing that, you just go over with a damp beauty sponge and you're going to press the product into your skin, and this is going to create a really nice skin-like finish. I'm going to take a little tiny tapered brush and I'm going to set my under eyes with some loose face powder, and just a little bit around the corners of my mouth and nose and the areas that tend to crease the most, but I don't want to apply powder all over my face. Next, I'm going to take a bubblegum pink blush that's a little bit matte and a blending brush, and I'm going to start working this into my crease, starting with the outer corner and then slowly sweeping that into the rest of the eye and blending it up and out. I'm going to take the same brush and I'm picking up a hot pink, and I'm going to work this on the outer corner of my eye just to further intensify the color. Next, I'm going to take this kind of opalescent white eyeshadow and a little tiny shader brush. I like to spritz it with some rose water so that it gets really foiled, and I'm going to apply this onto the first half of my eyelid. Next, I'm going to take that same shader brush and a shimmery blue color, and I'm going to apply this to the center of my eyelid, working that color out just a little bit. And now with a little tiny blending brush, I'm going to pick up a mixture of these shimmery purple colors, and I'm going to work this onto the outer corner of my eye, blending that into the pink and into the blue. And if you feel like you need a little more dimension, go ahead and go in with some more and just further darken the outer corner. I'm going to touch up the blue just a little bit, And now I'm taking that same shader brush and this kind of mossy green, and I'm gonna run this onto my lower lash line. And I'm also taking a little bit of this blue and just putting that on the outer corner, and then a little bit of that opal color just on the inner corner of the bottom lash line. I'm gonna apply some white or nude eyeliner just to open up the eyes. And now I'm taking this really pearly frosty shadow and popping that into the inner corner and then blending that up and out. And with a wider shader brush, I'm going to take that same color and apply that to my brow bone for a really high shine brow. I'm going to take a black liquid eyeliner and I'm just going to give myself a very dramatic wing. There's nothing too crazy or special about this, but I can't live without my liquid eyeliner. And now I'm going to apply some lash glue in the inner corner just above the crease. And I'm taking this iridescent cosmetic grade glitter, and with my damp finger, I'm going to apply that over the eye. The damp finger is a great trick to prevent getting glitter everywhere. Go ahead and apply mascara to your tops and bottom eyelashes, and make sure you get the bottom eyelashes really well. Now I'm just going to take a dramatic, long, flared out eyelash and pop them on, pressing them together to make sure that my real lashes and the false eyelashes are stuck together. I'm going to coat my bottom eyelashes a little bit more just to balance the eye out. Now I'm going to apply some of that lash glue into my inner corner, and I'm also going to dot some onto my brow bone. And I'm going to take this iridescent mylar glitter and very carefully I'm going to press this over the areas that I applied glue. I really love the look of the mylar glitter. It's very opalescent and beautiful, and I just really wanted this look to sparkle. Once again, you can use a damp finger and it's going to just keep the glitter stuck to your finger, and then you can apply it where you need to as opposed to having it go everywhere, which isn't always a problem. Now I'm just going to brush through my eyebrows really quickly to soften them up. I am taking this dual fibered brush and I'm going into some of these pinks, and I'm just going to apply a lot of blush onto the apples of my cheeks. I just really wanted a really blush heavy look, and I'm also applying some of this onto my nose just so that I'm really rosy and cute. Next, I'm going to take this kind of like angled flat face brush and I'm dipping into a pink highlight, a purple highlight, and a touch of gold. And I'm going to apply this onto my cheekbones and then sweep it up towards the end of my eyebrow in a C formation. And that's going to give you a really pretty glow. I'm also going to add some of this to my nose, cupid's bow, chin, and just a touch on my forehead. With a regular powder brush, I'm going to go over that and just to blend it out because I really don't like when highlighter looks really harsh and you can see that stripe. Go ahead and clean up your lips with a makeup wipe to remove all the product that got on there, because you really want your bare lips to peek through with this look. I'm going to pick up this kind of like iridescent pink that has a bit of a bluish purple shift. And I'm going to put that onto my lips. This is an eyeshadow. It's really actually an eye topper, but I like using this on my lips as well. Next, I'm going to take an ultra high shine gloss and apply that all over my lips. I was thoroughly enjoying myself applying this lip gloss. I really miss wearing lip gloss all day, every day. So this was a nice little moment for me. And now I'm just going to spritz my face with some rose water and then use my sponge just to go over my face to make sure everything looks skin-like and non-powdery. And here I am just drawing my Virgo symbol on my cheek. I had to do this like 3 times, you guys, because I kept on fucking up. But yeah, just a little Virgo symbol or whatever symbol you want to use below your eye, centered on your cheek. And now I'm going in with some lash glue, and just above the symbol, I applied 2 little dots and then more mylar glitter because why not? And now I'm just taking some silver cosmetic grade glitter and just going over the bottom half of my eye with some of that. I'm really keeping it more on my cheek and less near my eye, but I just love sparkling. And this is it for the completed look. So my thought process behind this look is kind of all over the place. So I mentioned earlier that I often feel like Virgos are always portrayed as like very boring, and that's just kind of the thing that happens with us earth signs. And I don't think that we're really boring, and I think that we can have a lot of fun. And let me tell you something, like, you guys know that I do enjoy using Beige cosmetics, and they had like the Zodiac palette and then the Zodiac Love palette, and then they started releasing little travel size, like miniature palettes for each sign, but they've been releasing it as each season goes by. So I literally waited like 8 months, and I was like, oh man, Virgo's probably gonna be really cute, because in the Zodiac palette, it's like a baby pink and like a champagne pink, and I'm like, oh, I hope it's like kind of cute and angelic. And then, you know, August rolls around and I see the palette, and it's neutrals. They're browns, like one gold. I think there was like a green in there, and I was just kind of disappointed. And I knew it was gonna happen. I don't know why I was like kidding myself. It always happens to us. But I just wanted to create a look that was fun and that made me feel most myself. And I was really inspired by like Britney Spears in like the early 2000s, and Hilary Duff in my days watching TRL and just listening to music and flipping through magazines. And I always really enjoyed the really shimmery, frosty looks and the baby pinks and blues, and everything just kind of looks like cotton candy. And of course, I love glitter and I love sparkle, and so I wanted to glue as much glitter and mylar flakes to my face as possible. And that's just kind of how I went about this look. And then I was like, what can I do to make this seem Virgo-ish? And then I sort of copped out and just drew the symbol on my face, which was really hard trying to do this backwards. I'm not good at it. I'm a terrible artist. This look, maybe not my best. It does look very childish, but I think it's very fitting for how I feel these days. So yeah, that's really it. As always, I'm gonna leave a list of all the products that I use down below in the description box. And I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. If you try it out, feel free to swap the Virgo symbol for whatever symbol you want to use. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I'm trying to think. Oh, and then like also this look I think just looks so much better with that like pinkish purple lighting. I think it looks really beautiful and, dare I say, euphoric. I still haven't seen Euphoria. Everybody's been asking me to do looks from the show, and I'm like, I haven't even seen it. I feel wrong doing looks for the show if I haven't even seen it yet. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, enough of me talking. I will see you guys later. Bye.